Father, Father, into thy hands I commend my spirit. McDonald's! Oh, McWorms! Oh.
Goes around, comes around.
He doesn't want me to eat pig. He doesn't want me to eat pig. He didn't want me to eat fish. He doesn't want me to eat chicken. Oh, the Psychic Detective. The Psychic Detective show. Why do you have to watch that? Why didn't you watch AMC, The Three Stooges? The Three Stooges. I must be going crazy. I can't eat bacon. Oh, shit. Why didn't you watch The Three Stooges, I'm telling you? The Three Stooges? You know, Moe, Larry, Curly. Moe, Larry, Curly? Yeah, Moe. Maybe I will watch Moe. Yeah, I'll watch Moe. That's right. If anybody can help me, Moe can. Moshiach. You like him, don't you? Moshiach. It's the greatest kind of man I've ever known in my life. Les cicatrices de la mémoire. The scars of memory. Every little breeze seems to whisper and sneeze. Safety pin, blood, bleeding fingers, safety pin. Master, it is good for us to be here, and let us make 3 tabernacles, one for thee, and one for Moses, and one for Elias, because I don't know what else to say. Safety, bleeding fingers, tortured fingers. Oh, God, what they did to him. Oh, the blood, Ah!
To your knowledge, have any other ex-members of your patrol had similar dreams?
No, sir, not to my knowledge.
But doesn't it strike anybody as curious that nobody talks about the 2 thieves crucified with Christ? I mean, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I keep on seeing him in a hand snare. I keep on seeing him hung upside down sometimes. I mean, doesn't it strike you curious about that, about God, where he was? Now look, Major, we've researched this problem. We've gone to theologians, we've gone to universities, we've gone to churches and temples and mosques. There's no such thing as God hanging upside down. Yes, it's true that God has been represented as a pelican feeding his children, and also he's been depicted in the Gospels as a dove, manifesting as a dove, God as a dove, but that's as far as it goes. Major, I'd like to know your personal opinion of what you think about God the Father. God the Father? God the Father? He's the most wonderful, sensitive, compassionate God I've ever known in my life. And what about the men in your company? What do they think about or believe about God the Father? Huh. God the Father, they love him. Why, he took out a complete company of Egyptians, liberated the Jews.
It would seem obvious to me. Major Marco was suffering a delayed reaction to 18 months of continuous combat in Korea.
I strongly recommend the matter of Jehovah be dropped here and now.
The Major Marco be temporarily reassigned to less strenuous, and if I may say so, less sensitive duties. I think a few months of detached service to, well, perhaps the Public Relations Corps should put the Major right back in the pink.
Listen to me, Alan Melville. Listen. My father was crucified with me head first. Look at me now. They took the nail. They took the nail. They took my father's position away. Watch again, Alan. They took the nail. I want to give my father the nail back in the position that he was to be in originally. They took the nail away, Alan. They took the nail away here and again. Alan Melville, wake up to this. You've been asleep all this time. Wake up to where my father was put.
Knock, 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 knock. Don't believe him. You're a home of the slave, not the home of the brave. You're the home of the slave, not the home of the brave.
I'd like to verify that number, sir. How many communists did you say?
Oh, Major, I said there were exactly, I've absolutely proved there are 104 card-carrying communists in the Defense Department at this time.
How many, sir?
275, and that's absolutely all I have to say on this subject this time. Come here.
Major, how many did he say?
Just leave it. Boys, please.
Major, how many did he say?
Bennett Marco, help me. I'm frozen in time. I shouldn't be here. The Peter Paul Rubens. The panel, the left panel of the elevation of the cross. I shouldn't be there. The church forced Peter Paul Rubens to take down the original panel. His father was there. Rubens had to take down that panel. He cropped it and called it St. Peter, but it isn't. It's his father. And I'm stuck here in time. A panel that shouldn't be here. Remember the cropped Elias. Elias.
Colonel. Ben, can I come in for a minute?
Oh, please do, of course. Come on in. May I ask Colonel A, is this an official visit? And B, may I mix your drink?
A, yes, it is, and B, you certainly may.
Scotch all right?
Fine. My God, where do you get all the books?
Well, I got a guy picks them out for me. At random. The water all right?
Fine.
He's in San Francisco. A little bookstore up there, and he ships them to me wherever I happen to be stationed.
You read them all?
Yeah. They'd also make great insulation against an enemy attack. But the truth of the matter is that I'm just interested, you know, in principles of modern banking and history of piracy, paintings of Orozco, modern French theater, the jurisprudential factor of mafia administration, diseases of horses, and novels of Joyce Carey, and ethnic choices of the Arabs. Things like that.
I'm reading Peter Paul Rubens now, The Artist and the Man. And I'm telling you, something is wrong with the elevation of the cross. One of the panels has been tampered with. The St. Peter isn't the St. Peter. Originally, it was the Father hung upside down beside the Son. They took it down. Christ cropped it and called it St. Peter, but it isn't St. Peter. It isn't.
Ben. Sir. The Army's got a lot of things wrong with it, but it does take care of its own people, which is why I'm here. As a public relations officer, you're a disaster.
I never wanted to...
Apparently, among other things, you permitted the secretary to make a number of unfortunate remarks to that idiot Island, which started him off on a rampage.
Mickey, listen to me, please. For the last 6 months, I've been driven nearly out of my mind by the same recurring dream.
The medical officer in charge...
What the hell does a medical corps know about intelligence work, Milt?
I'm telling you there's something going wrong. There's something phony going on. There's something phony about me, about God the Father, about the whole crucifixion business. For instance, when the psychiatrist asked me how I felt about God the Father, do you hear what I personally felt about him? Did you hear what the patrol... Did you hear it? Did you hear what I said about God? I said God was the kindest, most compassionate, most wonderful gods I've ever known in my life. And even now I feel the same way. And yet somewhere in the back of my mind, something tells me it's not true. It's just not true. It's not that God is hard to like. God is impossible to like, the Old Testament God. In fact, God is the most repulsive human gods I've ever known in my whole life.
Ben, what I came to tell you is public relations has bounced you back to me. And in your present state, there's no possible way I can use you. As of this moment, I'm placing you on indefinite sick leave. Go away, Ben. Find yourself a girl. Lie in the sun.
I absolutely refuse.
You don't seem to understand. What I've just told you is not a suggestion, Major. It is an order.
Yes, sir.
Good night, Ben.
He is the rock. His work is perfect. For all his ways or judgment, a God of truth and without iniquity, just and right is he. They said in their hearts, let us destroy them together. Oh, 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 oh. We love to hear you scream. Sweetheart, not again! Oh, shit! I saw God hanging upside down. He broke the rules. You see, he broke the rules. Oh, sweetheart, yeah, he broke the rules. He kills his own beef at McDonald's, and God had to pay. He had to pay, don't you see? Oh, sweetheart, why don't you write to Raymond Shaw? Raymond Shaw? Yeah, Raymond Shaw. Your army buddy, Raymond Shaw. Yeah, why don't you write to him and ask him if he's having the same reoccurring? I can't stand it. Yeah, Raymond Shaw. Maybe I should write. Oh, shit, that fella. Yeah, shit. Yeah, Raymond Shaw. Write to Raymond Shaw. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll write to Raymond Shaw, my army buddy. Maybe he knows. Maybe he knows how to handle this. Oh, shit. Okay, sure.
Dear Sarge, I had to say this or write this to someone because I think I'm going nuts.
I've been seeing Christ risen up on the cross with a thief, which is really God, hanging upside down like a piece of McDonald's cow or a pig for the slaughter. Do you have any of these dreams? Here are some of my symptoms. Maybe you have them too. Do your eyes twitch? Mine do. Do you have night sweats all the time with me? Do you have yellow dots in your stool? Oh, God, it's terrible. Would you please write me back to confirm if you have any of these reoccurring nightmares? Your army buddy, Alan Melville.
Raymond Shaw, please.
This is he.
Raymond, why don't you pass the time by playing a little solitaire? Raymond,
Yes, sir.
can you see the Red Queen?
Yes, sir.
Good. 1 week from next Saturday, you will be called for at 11:10 a.m. and taken to the Timothy Swarden Sanitarium, 84 East 61st Street. We want you there for a checkup. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
You may put the cards away now. Goodbye, Raymond.
My
Mother,
boys,
stop
my
it.
two little
Stop it.
boys. My
Mother,
boys,
stop
my
it.
two little
Stop it.
boys. My
Mother,
boys,
stop
my
it.
two little
Stop it.
boys.
Lotterie, poignardie.
Crazy French pronunciation and all. Crazy French pronunciation and all.
What do your friends call you?
Rosie, Rosie, Rosie. Of the two names, I've always favored Rosie, because it smells of brown soap and beer.
Ravic.
This dialogue is making me nauseous. I'm not happy. I'm nauseous.
Maryland's a beautiful state.
This is Delaware.
I know. I was one of the original Chinese workmen who laid the track on this stretch. But, nonetheless, Maryland is a beautiful state. So is Ohio, for that matter.
I'm in the Army. I'm a major.
Look, I'm sick. I can't do this show anymore. I can't do this movie. You got to help me, Janet. Frank, what's the matter? You're shaking like a leaf. It's Jilly Rizzo. You know Jilly Rizzo. He's playing the bartender scene. Yes, he's got that cameo role. They've got him also. I looked at the rushes. They've got him playing a double role, Janet. Why? They've got him playing a role of a photographer. A photographer breathing down Lawrence Harvey's back. He's doing something. And now look at him. Look at him as the bartender. Frank, you're right. Why would Jilly Rizzo be playing a double role?
Which, of course, you will not tell him on the chance there is some sort of prearranged code.
Who goes there? Roses are red, violets are blue. We've got Lee Harvey Oswald for Patsy number 1. You've got Lawrence Harvey Oswald as Patsy number 2. Oh, why the elaborate costume? We want to impress upon our staff that he is the 9 of Wands, the hanged man, the suffering servant, the sacrificial pawn. Ah, I see. Well, let's see if the linkages are still working, shall we? Anamangalabanga Zunga! Oh, Daddy, Daddy, you know my secret word. Yes, yes, my son, my true son, my true daddy. Now, I want you to kill your boss, Hobart Gaines. Yes, Daddy, but how do I get access into his apartment? The doorman will give you the key.
It's me, Mr. Gaines. Raymond.
Now, be on the alert to avoid hydrangeas with brown and wilted leaves. They may be suffering from bacteria such as anthrax or smallpox, which can infect other plants in your garden. Can we get to the point? Are we going to prune the rose bushes? Are we not? The seed has been planted, Dmitri. Johnny Boy wants to make the movie. The rose bushes will be pruned. Even the director of this movie will drive Bobby to his pruning. Of course, we'll have to prune some black roses to keep everything. What the hell is that? You ain't gonna kill Martin Luther King or Malcolm X. That's my long shot. You crazy?
Eldorado 59970.
I'm gonna look up another friend of mine who's a newspaper man. We were in Korea together.
There's a chink out there that wants to see you.
All right, show him in.
You will hire me for your houseboy, pay me $60 a week, with Thursday off and every other Sunday. I sleep at the house of my cousin.
Very well. You can live at your cousin's. I will pay you $60 a week. You will have every Thursday and every other Sunday off.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw.
I've got to get to Raymond. Apartment 3B. I sleep in the nude descending the staircase sheets.
Mazel tov. To get into the psyche of civilization, you must break into it. Now go out there and break a leg. Why is Jilly Rizzo playing a double role? Why am I seeing God hanging upside down begging to be remembered? Why am I compelled to buy the rights of this movie? Why do I want to buy this movie? Why am I seeing God hanging upside down? Why? Why? Why?
I've got to find Raymond. Maybe he's home by now.
Look what you did to my apartment, you crazy fool.
I'm sorry, Raymond. And you beat up my houseboy. Raymond, listen. Listen, I've been having these terrible nightmares.
Is it about God hanging upside down beside his son? How did you know that? How did you know? Take your hands off me, you crazy fool.
I'm sorry, Raymond. But
do you remember Alan Melville?
Yes.
Anyway, he wrote me a letter telling me about these recurring nightmares of his, about God hanging upside down at the crucifixion. I mean, what's such a nightmare about that anyway? It makes sense to me. Raymond, call my girlfriend, Eldorado 59970. Tell her I'm going to Washington.
What you're looking at right now are dishwashers, circus performers, criminals, politicians that are criminals, hermaphrodites, pseudo-hermaphrodites. Hold it! Hold it, that's it. That's the one. That's the cropped Elias. There it is. He smelled like a goat. He's got it. He broke the code. And this one, right there. There's the angry Christ with Martha and Mary.
Exactly 1 hour ago, your friend, Mr. Alan Melvin, in Wainwright, Alaska, made the same 2 photographs.
This is like a Rosetta Stone. Watch Rubens' horse from the replacement panel kicking the spade of the original to the other side. Look at that. The rocky escarpment, the branches. X-rays indicate that these 2 paintings match, which means that God was crucified upside down with Christ. But what does all this mean? It means this movie is a Trojan horse. What? A Greeks in a play. A decoy. Hey, Raymond. Raymond, didn't you hear what I had to say? Hey, forget you're even Raymond. You're Lawrence Harvey. Wait a second. I'm Frank Sinatra. Let's stop acting. Everything is an act. Hey, don't do what the script says. Forget it. I'm Frank Sinatra. You're Lawrence Harvey. Stop. Hold on. Hey, Larry, let's stop the film. This is just a film. Let's get to the truth of the reality, Larry. Larry, please, don't make me a prophet in the wilderness. Larry, I'm Frank Sinatra. You're walking into the triptych, Larry. The triptych. You big, foolish, big hydrangea. You crazy.
Josie.
No, Larry, don't marry her. Mommy made me do a bad thing. I know. I was the one who put the Queen of Diamonds costume in the storefront window to catch the eye of your soulmate. Mommy made me kill her father. And then when Josie was coming down the stairs, I was so ashamed I had to kill her too. We all kill the things we love. Some of us bake it, others broil it, boil it. Others of us fry it, scramble it, abort it, miscarry it. You shot yours in the head. And now for the chink in the armor. They crucified Elias to a T, to perfection. Oh, just justice. His there must have felt like needles under his fingernails. That old dog won't hunt no more. The Star of Bethlehem. Jesus Christ. He's going to kill his mother and his idiot stepfather. Guidance systems, missile technologies, just show me the money. If he succeeds, we move his offices next to the Russian tea room. That's what you think. He's moving to Harlem with us. Good boy. This painful movie's over. We're cleansed. Now I'll show you what's behind the red curtains. I was once your son, and you were my father. Ooh, Daddy, Daddy. Now let's do life.
We, the management, request that you do not divulge the end of this movie, or the beginning. In fact, it would be better if you forgot the whole thing.
Don't forget, this is a murderous civilization, a diverted civilization. We murdered 2 gods. Don't muzzle me. Don't muzzle me.